Girl, the look on Nicole and Carrie's face, oh my God, I will never forget it.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most unforgettable moments in RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars that left the queens and or judges absolutely stunned.
Now who's your sister in drag?
Number 10. Monét exchange and Trinity the Tuck find out they tied. Drag Race had never before seen an ending like this, a tie for the crown. Fans had begged for a double win in past seasons, but it always seemed like wishful thinking. That is, until All-Stars 4, when RuPaul was apparently torn between the two fierce finalists, Monét exchange and Trinity the Tuck, and decided to crown them both.
For the first time in All-Stars history, you are both winners, baby. We have a tie.
Because each finalist is filmed winning in advance, neither queen knew the outcome until it aired, and you could see the genuine shock on their faces.
Winners, baby.
What?
Monét looked like her soul briefly left her body, while Trinity remained frozen in disbelief. However, they both quickly warmed up to the surprise once they learned they'd each be taking home the full $100,000 prize.
Do we both get what did she say?
We both get 100,000.
We both get 100,000.
200,000.
Number 9. Competing in pairs.
Now, my dears, on your own, none of you were able to reach the top. So this time around, you'll need to add an S.
Despite featuring a formidable cast, All-Stars 1 still receives a lot of flack, mainly due to the controversial team format. As this was the first All-Stars season, the queens walked into the workroom with no idea what to expect, and within the first 10 minutes, they were hit with the shocking twist.
That's right. Starting today, you'll be competing as teams of 2.
OMG.
The news left nearly everyone from Latrice Royale to Manila Luzon and even Pandora Boxx visibly stunned. While it made for a gag-worthy moment, the queens' initial skepticism was ultimately justified. This format robbed them of the opportunity to determine their own fate and sent several formidable contestants home far too soon.
Manila and Latrice, my brainy and courageous queens, I think I'm gonna miss you the most. Now, sashay away.
We could accept 2 winners, but forcing the queens to compete in pairs was a step too far. Number 8. Laganja Estranja's big entrance. After delivering one of the most iconic entrances on her original season, Laganja Estranja took things to a whole new level when she returned for All-Stars.
Oh, y'all wanted a twist, eh? Come on, season 6, let's get sickening!
For her entrance as a lip-sync assassin on All-Star 6, Laganja initially left everyone confused when the backdrop rose to reveal nothing. Then, out of nowhere, she dropped from above and landed in a jaw-dropping split, leaving the entire room gagged.
Come on, All-Star 6, let's get sickening! Oh,
Trinity K. Bonet, who just moments earlier appeared disinterested in finding out who her mystery opponent was, suddenly looked like she'd seen a ghost. And she had every reason to be rattled. Laganja followed up that stunt with a performance so relentless there was just no way she could catch up. Number 7. India Farah throws Alexis Mateo under the bus. From the very first episode of All-Stars 5, India Farah found herself at the center of drama. Even after her arch-nemesis Derek Barry was eliminated, India stirred the pot again when she claimed that Alexis Mateo had campaigned to get Shea Coulee voted off.
Do you remember when you were in the bottom with me and Mariah? Mm-hmm. Alexis and Mayhem came to me asking me to put your lipstick. What? Yes.
Refusing to rely on hearsay, Shea brought the issue to the group, eager to hear Alexis's side. You could have chilled a burning furnace with how frozen everyone's faces were.
That when I was in the bottom, you and Mayhem came up to her, telling her that she should choose my lipstick.
I did that to you, India? When?
You and Mayhem both.
Alexis denied the accusation, insisting that India was spinning tales to save herself from elimination. India, however, stood by her claims, although she was ultimately sent home by Shea. The queens finally unpacked the drama when they returned for a mini reunion in the final episode.
That's not campaigning. Campaigning is before you go on and vote. And whatever is said after you voted had nothing to do with campaigning.
Number 6, Jan's elimination.
I think that in this competition, while I've had lows, I've had really high highs. I've been down here before. You know I can bounce back.
They say it's not over till the fat lady sings, and that was never truer than in this All-Stars 6 elimination. With Alexis Mateo, the lip-sync assassin, winning, the decision came down to the group vote. At first, Alexis revealed Pandora Box's lipstick, giving Jan a brief moment of relief.
The queen chosen to get the chop is Pandora Box.
But that illusion was quickly shattered when she pulled out Jan's lipstick as well, revealing that the group vote had ended in a tie.
The group have also chosen Jan.
Wait, what?
Jan was already famous for her iconic face crack after losing the Rusical on her original season, but this time around, it was a mix of shock and dread. Her worst fear came true when the tie-breaking power fell to Trinity K. Monét, who ultimately chose to eliminate her.
And my sister and my fave, Jan.
Number 5, the lip sync for your legacy twist. The first All-Stars season was met with a polarizing reception from the Drag Race fandom, so producers knew they had to switch things up in a big way for All-Stars 2. What they came up with totally exceeded everyone's expectations.
Each week, instead of the bottom 2 lip syncing for their lives, the top 2 will lip sync for their legacy.
Following the dazzling talent show extravaganza, RuPaul revealed that the competition was getting quite the shakeup. No longer will the judges decide who goes home. Instead, the top 2 contestants would face off in a lip sync for your legacy, with the winner deciding which bottom queen gets the chop.
You'll be eliminating each other.
Okay.
Across the room, jaws hit the floor, from the queens to Michelle Visage, and probably even a few camera people. One thing was clear, things were about to get messy fast. And boy, did they ever.
Now it's up to us to vote each other off the island? What show did I sign up for?
I'm in a complete state of shock. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Number 4, the jury twist. While it was a letdown from the previous season, All-Stars 3 still delivered its fair share of shocking moments, notably in the finale. By that point, Shangela had the strongest track record and was widely expected to take the crown. However, RuPaul brought back the eliminated queens and gave them the power to choose which finalists would advance to the top 2.
They will vote to decide who will be the top 2 All-Stars of the season.
After much deliberation, they chose Kennedy Davenport and Trixie Mattel, delivering a crushing blow to Shangela's chances.
Kennedy Davenport. And Trixie Mattel.
Given their weaker track records, both Kennedy and Trixie were justifiably shocked by the decision. Shangela, on the other hand, had feared this outcome, knowing that she sent many of those queens home. Still, losing the crown in such a way left her infuriated.
You get right there to the edge, and then you don't get it, and it's a horrible feeling.
Number 3, Mistress Isabel Brooks outsmarts her sisters. The second bracket of All-Stars 10 delivered everything the Drag Race fandom could have asked for. Phenomenal performances, spectacular runways, and of course, the drama. After losing the 8-ball challenge, Mistress Isabel Brooks launched a calculated strategy to rack up points. She connived with Georges and convinced Nicole Paige Brooks to hand over her MVQ point, instead of giving it to Carrie Colby.
Why do you give up yours first?
It's giving shadiness already. That's literally what I leaned over. I literally leaned over and I was like, Nicole has been, yeah, so Nicole, if we're gonna do
Here,
it.
Miss Brooks, keep it in the family.
Then she nudged Carrie into giving hers to Georges. Both Carrie and Nicole assumed the favor would be returned, but they were gagged when Mistress and Georges gave their points to each other, landing 2 apiece and leaving Carrie and Nicole empty-handed and speechless.
The Brooks and the family, and we're not really related, so here's my point, Georges. I love you, sister. And let me get my badge. Period. And it's given, I'm sorry, I should have been at the top.
It was messy, it was ruthless, but it worked. Mistress and Georges ultimately advanced to the semifinals.
Which means Georges, Lydia Collins, and Mistress Isabel Brooks, you are advancing to the semifinals.
Number 2, BenDeLaCreme eliminates herself. No one ever expected a frontrunner on Drag Race to voluntarily bow out of the competition, but that's exactly what happened on All Stars 3.
There's been 4 other times that I've been standing up here in this position, deciding somebody's fate, and it is always a really difficult decision.
Throughout the season, BenDeLaCreme had wiped the floor with her competition, landing in the top 2 every week except one. But with great power came great responsibility. Or in this case, the emotional toll of having to send her fellow queens packing week after week, which eventually began to wear on her. Believing she had already proven her worth, BenDeLaCreme made the shocking decision to eliminate herself.
This is the easiest choice that I have had to make this entire season. I'm going home.
Her exit stunned the judges and the other queens, especially Kennedy Davenport, who had the weakest track record and had mentally packed her bags already.
I love these girls. I think they all deserve a shot to win, and I'm incredibly grateful. I hope that you all can see that.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the mirror moment. It was the face crack heard round the world. After Alyssa Edwards' first elimination, the queens returned to the workroom to debrief. Fifi O'Hara revealed that she chose the same lipstick, but then launched into a lengthy rant, rattling off complaints about Alyssa and the judges' favoritism towards her.
I am sick of hearing them say, you can wear shit on stage, but it's okay because you're Alyssa. It really bothered me, and I just kind of thought, like, it's not fair that the judges just let her slide.
However, in a shocking twist that absolutely no one saw coming, the lights behind the workroom mirror snapped on, revealing that the eliminated queens, including Alyssa, had been secretly listening.
It seemed to me she was more concerned about throwing you two under the bus during deliberations. What? Oh my God!
Time seemed to freeze for Fifi. Alyssa quickly confronted her for not saying any of it to her face, leading to an explosive moment between the two.
These are my opinions.
So why couldn't you say that to me, though?
I didn't need to. I was
You're that girl I knew you were.
You know what? You're looking foolish by sitting there acting like a child. So you can do that, and that'll be cute. I'm done.
Scripted or not, this was the kind of reality TV magic that made All Stars 2 legendary. Which of these moments left you equally gagged? Let us know in the comments below.
Actually, I don't know how to take this.